I want to respond also because I'm reading the comments on the Facebook the YouTube comments. Well, we have a few pro-Ukrainians on board. So hi guys, nice to watch it. But
hide those that are
no,
from
we are
Twitter.
not. I am not talking bullshit about the casualty. You just need to stop to watch the Russian media and stop to watch the pro-Ukrainian YouTube channels because they never going to tell you how many Ukrainians are dead. Never. Try to find it. You're never going to find it. They only say how many Russians multiply by a lot. The reality, I say maybe 1 to 5. It can be 1 to 4. You don't need to believe me. You don't need to believe us. Believe what you think you want to believe. And you need to really understand that, guys. But the rate of
I think the other thing is too is at different times on the battlefield in different battles, the casualty rate is going to be different. 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. I mean, Bakhmut was probably some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, that was 1 to 7.
Adivka might be crazy. Robotny's going to be crazy, but maybe the Kherson, marshland incursions really won't be that high because it's not a lot of guys and there's not a whole lot they can do other than call artillery on each other and maybe try to ambush each other. But other places, maybe Kremenaya is not going to be that bad compared to Adivka or Robotny. I mean,
but I just want to say to the guys that are busy in the chat that are busy. I just want to say to the guys that are busy in the chat. I don't know what you're informed to, but if you're only watching pro-Ukrainian stuff on YouTube, if you're only watching the news, you don't going to know nothing about what's really happening. We are following multiple Telegram sources. You can also see a lot on the Twitter sources. What you're seeing from the reality that's not pro-Western is 10 times worse than what you see on the news. And even now, check the news. They don't even talk about Ukraine anymore.
You don't have to take my word for it. You could take von der Leyen's word, 100,000 dead officers, or you could take Nikki Haley's words last week when she talked about when Russia invaded, that thug invaded, there's 500,000 dead now. She's not talking about dead civilians. How would she know? And she knows because she's in that loop of people. She let it slip, just like von der Leyen let it slip. So, I mean, who knows? Is it 100,000? Is it 500,000? Is it somewhere in between? Either way, that's a shitload of dead motherfuckers. And it's coming out of people on their side, whether it's intentional or not. Somebody's right.
You Americans are in for a treat if that woman wins the election,
She's not going to win. Don't even worry about it. That lady's done. She don't even know. She's more done than the Ukrainian war.
So the biggest part is
she said that during the debate when she was getting cornered on something and she had to throw a fact out to try and prove that she was smart. And she said 500,000. And I'm like, well, no one's claiming there's 500,000 dead civilians in Ukraine. So obviously she's not talking about civilians. Even if she said she was, okay, 100,000 civilians. What's the other 400?
Yep.
So
and actually there are already more dead civilians.
Von der Leyen and all the other flibs they've had through the year. It's a lot.
The best part we're just going to know after the war. When they're going to clear up the buildings.
You won't even know then because it's going to take years. I mean, think about all the dead bodies buried in Bakhmut, all the dead bodies buried in the trenches, in the bunkers.
Yeah,
all the guys that just got blown into smithereens into nothing.
Yeah, like in the trenches, like the videos in these trenches, like you had multiple layers of dead bodies. You had like dead bodies of last week, then you had another layer of 2 days ago, then you had another layer of the day it was filmed. You could see fucking 3 layers of dead bodies. Only one hand sticking out, then the half of a body.
The dead bodies from the summer. These are the guys from the fall. These are the guys from the winter.
Yeah. That's a fucking reality. And the Ukrainians don't
go find all these motherfuckers.
It's like the Earth's crust.
yeah.
Like the dinosaur, right?
I mean, that's what's messed up about it. You're probably, think about it. How they go out on the Eastern Front and dig up trenches and find bodies and stuff in there. Imagine they'll probably find that shit 80 years from now, just like they do now on the treasure hunter channels. You'll find some dead Ukrainian in a trench. The only good thing will be is you can pull the cell phone out of its plastic baggie and pull the SIM card out, and you'll get another little piece of history that you never knew existed.
That actually happened earlier on in the conflict. I remember when they were digging trenches, the Ukrainian side, they dug up a bunch of bodies from World War II. So yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, think about it. There'll be some dumbass from like that World War II history hunter guy. He'll be on a trip to the Donbass and throw his magnet in a fucking pond. Oh, look, a javelin, or whatever the fuck he finds.
Yeah,
I think
we still finding in Belgium bullshit of First World War.
in Donbass now.
He'll be like, look, I found a storm shadow.
Yeah, but we're still finding in Belgium things of First World War: shells, bombs, helmets, guns. We still find things that are more than 100
And then you think
years
of all
old.
the landmines and air deployed mines, artillery deployed mines. That place is going to be blown up for.
And don't forget contamination.
Yeah.
So one advice. I think nobody is going to dig in this area for a long, long time.